It's October 2016 and Muntada Aid's Little Hearts campaign has come to Tanzania.
Last year, Tanzania, there were 13,200 new cases of heart disease, congenital heart disease, people born with heart disease. Because that's what we have from WHO.
This is the echo machines are basically dedicated for the cardiac patients, where you can screen the heart and see everything, anomalies, congenital heart diseases. So we have meanwhile two sonographers, two echocardiographers, me and Musa. And Dr. Ali for screening today, we will see the cases, examine them and preparing them for the cath probably tomorrow or the after tomorrow.
And today we are going to screen cases. This is the most important part of the mission. Depending upon this, screening will divide patients into patients who can go for surgery, patients who can go for cardiac cath, and patients who doesn't need anything, and also patients who are missed and they are late. They cannot do anything for them. So today is the most important part of the mission.
Each screening for patient from 15 to 20 minutes. Screening with discussion with Dr. Adi, with typing, reporting, everything, 20 minutes maximum. The main purpose that the patient will go from here happy. This is the main thing for us, and with good health, inshallah.
Our work starts from the screening time. We need to see the images that was taken to the baby, the echo images. Then we decide what procedure he's supposed to go. After that, we start processing the arrangement for that procedure, including admission, keep the patient fasting for sedation, and then we bring him to the cath lab.
Oningo Lazie and his father Sonji are from the Maasai tribe and have travelled all the way down from the north of Tanzania.
In cardiac catheterization lab, patient start to be prepped. In form of everything should be sterile. You should make sure that your instruments is there. It's an interventional procedure. So this is the device. If you want to see, it has a disc, and then the waist, and then the body, and it's compressible. So then we go inside the heart. We measure pressures. We do some angiograms, and this is all under X-ray beams. And then we do our procedure. After that, we take everything out. We make sure that the patient is okay, his respiration is good, and he goes back to the floor. It was a successful delivery of a device. We have closed his PDA, which is an extra artery that was not closed after birth. And thanks God it went with no complication. And now the patient is just recovering from anesthesia. Everything went okay with no complication and no side effects.
Kila kitu kimeenda vizuri. Hakuna shida yote imetokea wakati wa hospitali.
Okay?
Asante sana.
Okay.
Nashukuru.
Yeah, thank you.
Sasa hivi ndio roho inashuka. Naanza sasa kupata matumaini kwamba maana ni kama mimi kabisa nasema labda itawaponyoka. Kwa hiyo endi najisikia vizuri na Mungu aendelee kuwapa moyo.
So he's at a peace now that everything is okay, because he was scared that the baby would die. So now he's very calm. He's like thanking you very much.
For some of the children, however, this procedure will not be adequate and they will require open heart surgery, a long and risky procedure. Abdul Razak and his sister Fatima have travelled from Zanzibar. Abdul Razak's heart is in very poor condition and the risk of this procedure being unsuccessful is very high.
There's a lot involved in open heart surgery. It's a big team. We have to have a subspecialized anesthesiologist, there's the perfusionist, and highly trained OR nurses as well. And we need to make sure that the patients are in the best possible shape before they come into the operating room. We usually start by, for open heart surgeries, we have to do them from the front. So we split the breastbone or the sternum. And the first part of any procedure is usually putting the patient on the heart-lung machine. And what the heart-lung machine does is that it replaces the function of the heart and the lung for the entire time of the procedure, so we can stop the heart and the lung and fix what needs to be fixed. After that, the last part of the procedure would be taking the patient off the heart-lung machine, which is called the weaning process. And that's sometimes a little bit dangerous because we can't always predict how the patient is going to behave to the surgery that was performed. The valve was a little bit damaged from the long standing disease process, but alhamdulillah, things went well. We managed to relieve the obstruction and fix the valve, so the aortic valve is now hopefully going to be good for the rest of his life.
Thankfully, the operation is a success, and Abdul Razak is taken into the intensive care unit to recover.
After that, we take the patient to the intensive care unit, which is another critical part of the recovery phase. They spend usually anywhere from 1 to 5 days under close monitoring, minute-to-minute treatment. And once they are stable and they can be taken off the breathing machine, then the care becomes less intensive and they can be shifted to the regular floor. Everything is taken care of now in the operation. We just have to wait for the first 2 days for recovery, and after that hopefully things will be fine.
Kwa hiyo operation imeenda vizuri, hawajaweka mlango mpya bali wamerekebisha tu ile valve sawa ile na atakuwa labda kwenye chumba cha wagonjwa mahututi kama kwa muda siku 2 hivi, akiwa anaendelea kupewa dawa na ili aweze kukamba vizuri sawa, aweze kupona.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day.
So joyful for this operation. Happy for the camp that they operate on my brother. So I wish all the best, and I pray to God to give them strength to do more and more of this. Alhamdulillah, I'm so joyful. Thank you.
Most of this work that we do, we don't really like to publicize it for personal gains, but I think it's very important for people and donors to know about the kind of work that we do, and it would not be possible without their support. I hope this project keeps going and growing, and I hope we'll be able to do it even more frequently. There are different teams, and the medical team is growing bigger and bigger, so hopefully we can afford to have more of these missions in the future.
We encourage and thank Muntada very, very much. And they're bringing the expertise, they assist us with consumables. And I usually don't look on how much money we've saved. I look on how many lives you have been here for 3-4 days. These kids will come and see them a year from today. Back to school, productive. Maybe they are going to be executive directors of this institute in future.
Thank you, Muntada.